Alright, tell us a story.
Okay, so back in middle school when I was in marching band, we got an opportunity to go to Kennywood, and there were like a lot of bands that were going to be there and like march through Kennywood and play. And we were there that one time, and it just so happened that it was like downpouring rain. It was rain everywhere, and they put us under this gazebo to wait to see if the rain would stop so that we could go ahead and play. Well, the rain was not stopping by any means, so I went up on the stage under the gazebo, and I decided to entertain my friends. So I grabbed the microphone on the stage, and there were like all of these band kids, all of like dance team and like everybody, all the fronts and the staff were all on this gazebo, and I grabbed the microphone and I had a one-woman comedy show. My friends were asking me all these questions, and I came up with all these jokes, and it was videotaped. And yeah, that was the time that I went to Kennywood.
And go. Okay, so I was about 15 or 16, and my dad and I took a East Coast road trip. We were supposed to go hit up all these cool food stations, but then we found a ropes course. And my dad's been a smoker since about, he was younger than me right now. So I was a little hesitant. I'm like, Dad, it says you have to be in good health. And he's like, oh, we'll be fine. So we took the long one because we were on vacation and we wanted to have fun. So we get there, and Dad's struggling. He's lagging behind me. And I'm just going for it because, you know, I'm young and I'm just vibrant, and we just keep going. And then we get about almost to the end. We've been on it for 2 hours, and he's doubling over, out of breath, can't move, and he's yelling at the people down there to get someone to come let him down. We had to sit outside the station for half an hour while he pours a Gatorade over his head and drinks one at the same time because he's dying so bad. And I was like, maybe we shouldn't have done this, and he's just like, baby, he's just losing it. It was one of the funniest things.
So as a little sister to a nerd, my brother Clint was always an explorer, and he was really into sci-fi and aliens, and was always wanting to find things out in the wilderness, and had a booklet, and it was a classified book that no one could touch, no one could look at, and every night he would go outside, look up at the stars, and living in Lancaster, behind my house was a cornfield. So behind that cornfield was a row of trees, and we had a swing set. So my brother would always go outside at night, climb to the top of the ladder, and sit on the top of our slide. And he had binoculars that my dad gave him, and he would look out into past the cornfield, into the woods, and up in the sky, and try and look for unidentified foreign objects or creatures of any sort. He was about 10 years old, and I was 8. And so as a little sister, I would go out and stand with him. And one night I was like, hey Clint, can I try and look? So he gave me the binoculars. I sat up on the ladder, and I was looking out, and I was like, Clint, I see something. And every day prior to this, my brother had seen nothing. He'll have his entries. April 6th, sat outside for 2 hours, saw nothing, and only stars, or saw a flashing light. So when I said that I saw something, he didn't think that this is his younger sister trying to fib him. So I went into detail and said, it has 4 arms, and I see it has a head and 1 eye, and it's in the woods, it's moving. Oh, it's gone. So he's furiously writing and drawing a description of what I see. And so then I said it's gone. He closes his book, runs inside, and tells my parents that I saw this creature out in the woods, and that how awesome it was and crazy. And that was probably not the first time that I lied to my brother, but I did not see anything. And to this day, we still have that booklet of the alien that I saw, that he has a picture drawn of what it looked like. And it was a pretty cool moment for me, because then I was the cool sister and not the little brat. So that's my childhood story.
Alright, so I lived in New York until I was 12 years old. Once I was 12, my family moved out to Dillsburg, which is a little south of Harrisburg. So in the interim, we needed a place to live. So my grandmother, God bless her, Had a small 2-bedroom ranch house. So me, my 2 brothers, my parents lived with my grandmother for a year. During that year, we had a lot of great memories, a lot of laughs, a lot of screaming, a lot of pain, a lot of physical abuse among the brothers, a lot of good stories. One of those stories, my grandmother subscribed to a magazine called 7th Avenue. It was an old Victorian house decoration, like the old porcelain dolls with like the really big dressy thing, you know, weird decorations like that, but she loved the magazine. So I decided to play a prank on my poor grandmother. So what I did is I called, because she had an old phone, like it looked like a dial-up phone, but it wasn't, so she didn't have caller ID. So I called, and I said, when she picked up, I said, hello. She said, hello. I said, hi, this is Greg from 7th Avenue. Can I speak to Diane? She's like, oh, this is she. I said, hey, Diane, we picked a random subscriber to our magazine to be part of a sweepstakes. Would you like to enter? She's like, yeah. I said, all right. I said, all you have to do is we're going to ask you a trivia question. If you answer the question right, you're eligible to win $2,000, all right? She says, okay. So I had the question relate to something I was interested in. I collected coins when I was in middle school. I was really into it. So I asked a question about coins, knowing she would call into the basement to have me come and answer it. So I asked her, I said, who was on the 1917 dime before it was replaced by blah, blah, blah. So she's like, can I have 30 seconds? I'm like, yeah, you have 1 minute to answer. So she tries to find me. She gets me in the basement. I'm on the basement on the phone. She's like, Ryan, come up. So I run up. I'm like, yeah, what do you need, Grandma? She's like, who was on the dime, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, it was easy. It was so-and-so. She's like, all right, cool. So I sprinted back down, got on the phone. She's like, oh, it's so-and-so. I'm like, that's correct, congratulations, you won $2,000. And she's, yeah, I'm like, so we made a big deal. I'm like, just kidding, Grandma. It's me. And she got like really quiet. She never got mad or yelled, but I could tell she was really set on winning $2,000. So that's my story.